Hey everybody. Okay, so what I have here is a piece of paper that I have cut up, and this is going to be the basis of my second Notan design. What I've done is I have put everything back together like the pieces of a puzzle so that I can see what is meant to go where. And what I'm going to do is to just try to keep all of my pieces in order. You don't necessarily have to do this, but I find that it makes it easier to just keep up with everything. So what I'm going to do is just to save a little time, I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on this piece that starts in the center. And I would really recommend that you start with whatever is like the largest piece, or like the most significant portion or part. And the reason for that is because all of the placement of all of the pieces depend on each other. So if you have like this strong basis put out to start, it just helps the rest of your workflow. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at the next biggest pieces, and because I want to okay, so I have all my smaller pieces off to the side. Because I want to show that there's a balance and like negative and positive space, what I'm going to do is to take this piece exactly from where it started, and I'm just going to flip it. So let's see what happens when I do that. Okay, when I'm flipping it, this is actually where this piece is going to end up living. And what I need to do is to put a little bit of glue on the bottom of these parts. This piece is actually going to end up going off the edge of my paper, which is okay because I'm still following the procedure correctly. Okay, so when you are placing your pieces, one thing that's really important for you all to be aware of is that you want the corners really to touch the place that of like exactly where it came from. So like these corners are touching, these corners are touching. And what you will find is that this allows your work to be, just to have a neater overall appearance. Okay, what I can do now is I'm going to resume, or I'm going to refill my spaces with what I've had before. So like everything is kind of now flipped over here, or over to this side. And what I'm going to do is actually, again, working from big to small, this piece is going to flip back to be in this area. So I'll go ahead and glue that so you can see. Okay. This one goes here. And then this one, again, if I'm putting it back where it started, and just to save it to flip, that's how I'm doing this whole entire thing. So as you are working today, what you want to do is you want to kind of be aware of how your image will change. So like we're all kind of technically starting out with a rectangle or some kind of square, some piece of like small boring-ish paper. And so what I can do now is just really change everything that I can see. And okay, so I have this portion of this project finished. I can just kind of continue doing this. This is what you all are going to be doing today to basically to get yourself geared up to make a more complex finished product. So like the examples that I've been showing you for the last couple of days have been very abstract, but you can also use this method to make things that look relatively realistic. I think just so, let's see, I'm going to pause this.